1 quarter to go. 1-point lead for Michigan, trying to win a national championship and beat Washington State. And the pass is long. It was Shaw who made the big catch to keep the possession alive. Now he has one getaway right on his number. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Brian Griese getting the call from the sidelines. Truman, interestingly, has come off the field, the tight end, the sure-handed tight end. Anthony Thomas is off the field.
Going 4 wide receivers.
They put Woodson in at the bottom of your picture. Shotgun, blitz coming. Almost caught him. Pass is away, the pass is completed. Passes Ty Streets for a 1st down.
Both quarterbacks, Keith, doing a nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage with their cadence. Brian that time saw the blitz coming, let him get up there, show the blitz, so all the offensive linemen in the backs knew who to pick up, and then picked it up. Watch it here. They get up there now. Now he gives them a second. All right, settle your thoughts. Know who you're going to block. Now snap it. Ryan Leaf, you saw him do that a couple series ago.
Ball is at the 47 for Michigan, and this is Chris Howard. And he'll get it just over midfield. We're in the 4th quarter. Michigan undefeated, ranked #1 in the national polls, the #1 defensive team in the country, a team that makes very few mistakes offensively. Washington State, the Gatling gun offense. Defense suspect. Not today. It's just been a tough, hard-nosed, physical football game. And it's 2nd down and 7 for Michigan. Quickly out to Shaw. Get him out there one-on-one, and the first man misses. Ray Jackson missed him. And he's close to a 1st down.
Michigan has watched the tapes and saw that in the Arizona and Arizona State games, they worked on the cornerback over here. Ray Jackson, they worked on some. Gibbons was in there for a while. They continue to work on that side of the defense.
They're going to bring the change in to check it. Kind of a contrast, not only in the way the 2 conferences play their game, but Michigan came out, went down to Dana Point, which is pretty fancy, and worked down there, but they worked hard, had 2-a-days. And it's 1st down, Michigan. Washington State, on the other hand, went to Santa Monica. I don't remember anybody going to Santa Monica. And they rented time in the Coliseum for their practice.
And they stayed there.
And they stayed there because they wanted their players to get used to playing in a big building, a big stadium.
Yeah. And Mike Price wanted good footing, and there was good footing there too. One was open, closed. Lloyd closed his practices. Mike Price kept his open.
Invited the whole town, especially mamas who had big sons. High, long, looping pass thrown to the sideline. Then this one is incomplete. It was intended for Charles Woodson. So Woodson running down the sidelines and was pretty well covered by Dee Morincola that time. Ball was a little short. He had to lean, come back forward.
A little wide, too. Yeah.
Little wide.
He'd been downfield a little bit more. He may have had a shot at it. But he throws it to the outside, which is good. But it's a little short. Woodson's got too much speed.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting that Mike Price kept his practices open. He invited high school coaches, junior college coaches, recruits, high school, anybody.
2nd down and 10. Give the ball to Anthony Thomas, and the big freshman breaks it. And that's close to another 1st down. This is beginning to look like another one of those typical Michigan drives.
Yeah, this is what Michigan has looked like most of the year. Get you in the 4th quarter, wear you down a little bit. Adamy, the center, 68, 76 is Hutchinson, back is 79. Floyd, number 7, one of the best blocking fullbacks around.
3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd down and a half a yard. That'll be a 1st down. Griese sneaking it. First 4 years at Michigan were not the delight of his life. But he had a long talk one day with his brother, Jeff, And Jeff, probably as much as anybody, helped him make up his mind to go on back and play that 5th year. Lo and behold, look what happened. He wins an $18,000 scholarship, which his dad applauded loudly.
It's true.
Academic scholarship from the National Foundation.
That's right.
Up the middle. All running now by Chris Floyd, the big fullback, 230 pounds, and they're starting to pound on him.
That's nice blocking up the center. Adamy and Hutchinson right up the center of that line. Watch Adamy, the center, block back. Hutchinson, 76, traps, comes over on the trap. Floyd's up there getting a good block. Brandt's in there.
Yeah, Dave Brandt is in there right now. He's another redshirt freshman. So there are a lot of good young people playing a lot of football all over the country this year. 21-yard line of Washington State. Cougars now being pressed by the Michigan offense. Oh, that's a stop at the line of scrimmage. I mean, a whack by Brandon Moore.
Well,
Chris Floyd is a load. And when you stop him behind the line of scrimmage, you've done a day's work.
Bill Doba, the defensive coordinator, said, that's enough of this stuff. Here's my linebacker here. He's going to blitz right into the hole where the play's coming. You move it down the field. A lot of defensive coordinators, especially when you get around the 20-yard line, or inside, like the blitz to get you out of field goal range.
Loss on the play. A couple of yards. Thomas is back in, the big back. Brian, play action, throws. He's got Tuman open. Touchdown. Jeremy Tuman.
Staples of the Michigan offense is the fake counter, bootleg, hit your tight end, wide open in the end zone, and Tuman is the guy.
The Superdome is a setting for the Nokia Sugar Bowl between Florida State and Ohio State. And stealing a page from Florida coach Steve Spurrier, John Cooper is going to use situational substitution for his 2 quarterbacks, Joe Germain and Stanley Jackson. We'll have that story. It's coming up next. Back we go to Keith Jackson.
Thank you, Brett. I think that's going to be a heck of a football game down there in Newlands. Be fun. 35-yard line. Michigan kicking off, leading 21-13. 11:21 to play in the ball game. It's a low driving kick that goes well back into the end zone, and no return by Nyan Taylor. And it'll be Washington State in the 20.
Let's go back and take a look at the touchdown. It's going to be a fake over here. Brian's going to get outside the pocket. Tuman is right here and is going to sneak across on the play action fake to the right. He's going to find his way through the defenders and sneak over there deep behind the defensive backs. I don't know, Keith, if that was Thompson's responsibility or not. But,
free safety. He wasn't. Yeah, I would think so on that play, but I don't know that.
Brian and Lode Card made a living on that play all year.
Keith, just a heads up, Michael Black, number 5, just came back into the ball game.
I see that. Sore leg and all. Well, they need him now. I mean, it's crunch time. McKenzie's out there, too, and he's the man in motion, and they give it to Black. He runs it up to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all there is. Michigan defense is on fire. They're claiming possession of the ball. Joaquin Frizzell, number 90, he's out there, and he can claw and scratch and hang in there with most everybody. He found his way to Ann Arbor from Fort Valley, Georgia. And he's a senior.
This offense of the Cougars, Keith, you see Black limping off.
Can't do it.
Is a veteran group. They have 11 seniors. either fourth or fifth year seniors. Some of the guys are coming back, but they all have been there for at least 4 years. Very veteran.
Got time now, but runs out of time. Josh Williams gets his first sack of the day. And he takes Leaf down at the 10-yard line. This is what happened in the Ohio State game. Glenn Steele, Rob Renus, and Josh Williams took over the ball game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, he's looking downfield. His receivers on the left side, both of them were going deep. He was going for something big, and when you go for deep throws, it takes more time to get open. And Josh Williams and the line for the Michigan Wolverines didn't allow it.
So put the ball on the 12-yard line and make it 3rd down and 18. If they have to punt from here, the Wolverines will get very good field position. He throws it, he completes it. Across the 30-yard line to Kevin McKenzie, just a flick of the wrist and a bullet to McKenzie and a first down. Wow.
That's a big first down for the Cougars. And Ryan's going to make this. He's ready to throw right now, but he doesn't know where everybody is, so he slides outside the pocket, remembers the routes, of course, and then the height and the release and the mobility. Just move around a little bit, buy some time in the pocket. That's what he didn't do the time before when he was sitting in there waiting for the deep routes.
First down at the 31. 9:10 to play as the clock ticks down. Roll out, look out. Passes away, it's caught. It's Dwan Gilmore out of the backfield, all the way down to the 27-yard line of Michigan. Andre Weathers saved a touchdown. They're exciting, aren't they?
They really are, and we saw him working on this pass in practice the other day. He fakes it to Gilmore, the running back, and then he's going to throw it to Gilmore. He slides out of the backfield, and with the speed, we said earlier, he was explosive. Big drive for the Cougars.
Oh boy, is it ever. 9:01 to play in the ball game. First down at the Michigan 27-yard line. Clayton is the single back. Leaf pumps it, and he's sacked. Number 55, Deani Jones, the sophomore from Potomac, Maryland.
Now, anything that takes time, that was a little hitch and go or out and up. He faked it, and anything that takes time is just not going to get it. Deani Jones is going to come from the inside. He fakes it. It was a little hook and go at the top of the screen. And you just don't have that much time. Michigan blitzing almost on every play.
When you put Jones and Gold together in that linebacking position, you've got some real speed for Michigan. Gold is very quick. Jones has 9 tackles in the ball game and 2 sacks. Second down, underneath, and the pass is underthrown. He had him wide open. Love Jefferson, number 20, the tight end, was all alone, and he didn't get it to him. 3rd down and 17 coming up.
Love Jefferson is kind of like an afterthought. He throws it to the Fab Five first, and then he throws it to the running back Black, and then Jefferson, the tight end, he caught 14 coming in, but that's only like an average of 1 a game.
I bet you he's one tough dude, too.
Well, he can block.
Make it through life named Love. He'd have to bust some nuggets.
This is a 4-down area, so if they don't get it on this, and they don't have to throw it for the whole yard, just get some of it and then get the rest of it on 4th down.
3rd and 17. Blitz is coming. He's coming. They're gaining on him, and they got him at the 30. It is James Whitley. Whitley blitzed on the last play. He's that freshman out of Norfolk, true freshman, which means he's about 18, 19 years old, and he got him that time. So it's 4th down, and I would imagine Lindell is out, and he is. So they'll try for the field goal at 7:45 to play in the game.
Take it from an 8-point game to a 5-point game, unless they got a great fake field goal player.
It's pretty long, 48 yards.
He can handle it.
Yes, he can. Is it in? Yes, 48-yard field goal by Ryan Lindell, and Mike Price gave him a big endorsement through the whole season, and he just delivered. It's 21-16 now. Football trophy awarded to the #1 ranked Division 1A team at the final USA Today ESPN Top 25 Coaches Poll. Michigan Wolverines can take it home with them if they can hang on. They lead by 5 now with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to play. I would suggest to you this is a very important possession coming up. This won't be onside, I don't think. It is not at 7+. It's down to the 1. Anthony Thomas. Oh, they turned him upside down at the 19-yard line.
Here's a look at the two quarterbacks. Ryan Leaf, 259 yards, 50%, touchdown interception. Brian Griese, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. And in the second half, the offenses have possessed the ball 6 times, and they have scored on 4 of those occasions. So the offenses have stepped it up here in the second half.
So they put it at the 18-yard line and give it to Chris Howard. And he'll go down just about the line of scrimmage, and the Cougar defense fully aware that they need to pin Michigan now and make them punt the ball out to give the offense a chance. Today's Rose Bowl attendance, 101,219. I mentioned earlier today that Washington State had over 300,000 requests. Various sources.
And they got 35,000 tickets.
And they got 35,000 tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, you pass those tickets out.
157,000 recorded requests they know of. And the pressure, and the pass is away, and it's up for grabs. And Brian Griese took a pretty good lick as he released the ball, but he's up and about. Bender, I think, Leon Bender came thumping through there. Remember now, Bender weighs 300 pounds. That'll squeeze the air out in a hurry. Here's 20.
Well, Keith, this is usually the time in the ball game that Michigan does one of 2 things, or 2 things actually. One is when their offensive line has usually taken charge and started to dominate teams in the 4th quarter. The other thing Michigan normally does in this season is they get a little more conservative in the offense, which I think has allowed teams to stay close. Certainly that last play was not conservative. Nope. They're going to need some big plays because Washington State was lightning in the bottle, Keith.
It's 3rd and 11. No pressure. No, they grab him by the helmet. Now Bender takes off after him. He's going for the first down, and he's got it. Oh, he's very close to it. They don't give him the whole stretch. They mark him, and they may have marked him. I'm not going to guess, but that's close. And Cougar pressure had him with a shoulder pad, and he shook him off.
Well, he was trying to throw the ball downfield again, and the coverage was there, and he got away from one man. I don't think he's going to make it here, Keith.
No, well. So much for you.
Bad angle. I got a bad angle up here. That's a big first down right here.
I'm going to tell him that you doubted him on his long run of the day.
He wanted to throw it deep.
He got away from Booth. Dorian Booth was the man that went for him, and then Oren Cola took him down. But he couldn't keep him away from the first down and moved the ball out to the 27-yard line.
Here they come.
Hand it to Chris Howard. Howard trying to get outside, and Bender gets a piece of him as he goes by and trips him short of the line of scrimmage. It's more like the 28-29, in between the 28 and 29 and the 27.
Keith, when you have a strong defense, the best defense in the nation, as Michigan does, you're offensively, you play it a little bit more conservatively. You say, don't help him out. Don't help Leaf out by giving him good field position. Make him go the whole length of the field against our defense. The worst thing the offense wants to do is turn it over, and the last thing you want to do is punt it away and force him to go the whole length of the field.
2nd and a little more than 10. This is Anthony Thomas. He's across the 30 at about the 31 or 2. Well, Lloyd had said he had hoped that he could put Washington State on their 1-yard line about 5 times in the game. He did it once, and they went 99 yards for a touchdown.
Right.
We've got a Cougar down. That's number 24, 34, Gleason. 34, Gleason. Oh, my goodness. He's been busy today. Sophomore out of Spokane. Led the team with 91 tackles this season. So we've got timeout for an injured Steve Gleason with 5:02 to play in the game. ABC Sports presentation of the 1998 Rose Bowl brought to you by Chrysler. Engineered to be great cars. By Nicorette Gum. You can do it. Nicorette can help. By the NASDAQ stock market. Shaping the new world of investing. And by Nike. It is 3rd down and 7 for Michigan. Greasy stands up, throws, sets up screen. Woodson has the ball. Woodson is looking for room. Woodson has the first down. My goodness. He gets the first down at the 40-yard line before they could knock him out.
He was actually looking to throw that ball first.
Yeah. Looked like it.
Gain of 8 yards.
Throw this ball out to him. It's a lateral. Now he was looking to throw the ball downfield. You see Jackson, number 2, pointing there.
Jackson knocked him out. So it's a first down, a big one for Michigan at the 40-yard line. Greasy rolls out. He looks downfield and elects to run it. And takes a lick. You can't go down there and start butting heads with linebackers and live to talk about it. Todd Nelson hit him.
I told him he should start sliding, see, but he still wants to go ahead first. He's a little hard-headed.
Gleason is all right. Is he back? He's good. He trotted off the field after pounding on the ground until the pain passed. Probably a stinger. Now he's back in the ball game. So the tension builds at 4:19 to play in the ball game. Michigan undefeated, ranked number 1, trying to win their first undisputed national championship in a half a century. Washington State's never been ranked 7th in the nation. They've never had an opportunity to do what they have in front of them today. They're trailing by 5 points. The pressure coming from number 22. That would be Brandon Moore. And the pass intended for Chris Floyd is incomplete.
Washington State defensively doing a nice job of knowing the tendencies of the Wolverines. They're a big screen team. That screen was covered pretty well. Bill Doba, the defensive coordinator. Brandon Moore, 22. Ryan just gets rid of the ball. Michigan is, excuse me, Keith, I just going to say Michigan was 0 of 5 on 3rd down conversions in the first half. Second half, they're 8 of 9.
Woodson's back on the field. 3rd down and 6. Woodson at the bottom of the picture. Greasy looks left, throws that way. Goes to Shaw. Shaw has a first down. Russell Shaw worked his way free and makes the catch at the Washington State 43. Time now becoming very precious.
This is one of the things that Brian Greasy has done well, Keith, all season long, is picking up 3rd downs and making first downs out of them. Against Wisconsin, when Wisconsin came back and made the game a little close, Michigan kept the ball, converting 3rd down plays, as Brian's doing right here.
Possess the ball. Ryan Leaf can't hurt you sitting on the bench. Shaw's caught 6 balls for 49 yards, 5 in the second half. Handed away to Clarence Williams. Fresh legs in the game. Coming up next, the Nokia Sugar Bowl. Florida State and Ohio State. The Buckeyes lose 2 games, and they may be the 2nd and 3rd best team in the country, in my view. Florida State only lost 1 time. I think it's a tremendous matchup coming up in the Nokia Sugar Bowl. I may go sit down and watch that. As soon as somebody feeds me. 41-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Stay with the run. And it goes to Anthony Thomas, and Thomas is taken down just about the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. Salausa brought him down. Big fella from Teo Salausa from Long Beach. That's Ryan Leaf waiting, hoping he'll get another opportunity. Give you an idea of the contrasts of life in college football. Washington State has had 8 winning seasons in 20 years. Michigan has 19 winning seasons in the last 20 years. And the other, when they didn't have a winning season, they were 6-6. The last time Michigan had a losing season was 1967. Gleason comes in for the pressure. Gleason cannot get to him in time. The ball is delivered to Woodson for the first down, and there's a penalty flag all the way across the field. Well, they're talking about this. Dick Burleson's going to call offside against Washington State. Bud Williams, the umpire. James Wilson, the head linesman. Bob Patrick, the line judge. Bill Bowden, the field judge. Eddie Powers, the side judge. Stan Murray, the back judge. They're all from the Southeastern Conference, and I think they've done a pretty good job today.
They're going to take a measurement here, Keith, to see if it's a first down.
Dick Burleson says he's going to hang up his whistle after this one.
He's been a good one, hasn't
he? Yes, he has. Good guy.
They completed the pass to Woodson. It looks like it's close to being a first down. They want to measure it before they've got a 5-yard penalty that they can take if it's not a first down.
It is a first down.
Well, Michigan has been making those by 2 and 3 inches every time, haven't they?
Yep.
Woodson's the second in from the bottom. There's the offsides.
That spells W.
Just picking up the first downs. When you got a lead, keep the ball.
2:05 to play in the game. 21-16 Michigan.
Washington State has what, 2 timeouts left?
Yep. My only feeling about this, if Michigan is looking for something real big, I think Washington State has already won by getting here.
Oh, I think they both have won, Keith.
I do too. I think they're both winners in this instance. Into the middle goes Howard. And Chris, not a lot. From the 33 down inside the 31.
Washington State takes their timeout here. Here's a look at the line blocking. This is tough now for the offensive line. When everybody knows you're going to run and they know you got to run the ball, that's tough yardage.
Now,
with Clem.
If he does, and he goes on to claim a national championship, it fully authenticates Lloyd Carr's presence as the football coach of the Michigan Wolverines. He'll deserve it. Chris Howard is tackled, blocked around the legs, and will pick up a couple of yards on that carry. And the clock is stopped now for the moment. And Washington State spins a timeout.
That's their last timeout.
That's their last timeout. And the time remaining on the game clock is now 1:26. At the time, it's 3rd down and 7. Washington State has spent its last timeout. 21-16 lead for Michigan, but you know that Michigan's going to run the football twice here to keep the clock running.
Well, you got to run it this time to keep the clock running. That's what you want. You want time off the clock if you're a Wolverine.
Then it becomes a question of field goal. Do you run 2 running plays, or you try to add 3 points onto your total? And the flash bulbs are popping all over the place as Chris Howard bounces to the outside and can't get away with it. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it is now 4th down, and this would be a man-sized field goal try, and I doubt that they'll do it. Lloyd's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. He want. What do you do?
Thinking about running the ball.
Do you run the ball again? Do you kick a field goal, which would be too far? It'd be 47 yards. You're not going to do that. Do you punt it? You punt it, you might gain 20, 25 yards.
Meantime, the clock is running because the Cougars can't stop it.
He's going to let the clock run all the way down. Call a timeout.
There's your call on timeout. Wolverines have 2 more after this, so he calls timeout with 39 seconds remaining.
For your convenience, the Rose Bowl complimentary shuttle buses to Old Pasadena will continue on demand as needed for at least 2 hours.
So, the end of this game, a hard, tough football game that was fought valiantly from tackle to tackle, and every kind of imagination from the coaches and the players put to use here. And we come down with a 5-point decision with 39 seconds to go, and Michigan has every indication they can run it out and claim an undefeated season. Washington State, on the other hand, can say, hey, look what we did. Not bad. Leaf, we think Ryan Leaf will be playing on Sunday next year. We haven't had anybody tell us that, but it doesn't take a whole lot of thinking to figure out that that's where he's going.
They're good friends, these two. Mike Price calls it a partnership. And why not? Mike Price has done a great job with the program and with quarterbacks. Drew Bledsoe before Ryan Leaf. And there we go.
They're going to go for the field goal. Jay Feely, the man who does the kicking off, has a big leg.
He may punt this ball, too.
He might do anything. He is going to punt it. And it's rolling around at the 5, rolling toward the sideline. They don't want it to go out of bounds. And it does. And Washington State now will have 29 seconds remaining and will get the football first down at their 7-yard line.
What?
They have no timeouts left, but remember, in college football, every time you make a first down, the clock stops to move the chain. So you do have some kind of built-in help when you're in a 2-minute offense in college.
Well, you got Josh Williams, Fizel, Steele, Hall, Jones. The rest of them are DBs. So although there's 3 big fellas and 8 runners, as Leaf stands to the goal line, looking around and throws to the sideline. It may have been intercepted. Nope. Incomplete. Incomplete for the receiver and not intercepted by Woodson. I don't think I'd be throwing the ball toward Charles Woodson when I had only 2 snaps left.
The key here is pressure on the quarterback. I mean, if you don't pressure the quarterback and give him all kinds of time, these receivers are good enough to get down the secondary and run crossing routes and gain some big yardage.
2nd down and 10 with 21 seconds. He's going under center.
For a quick slant.
Yeah. Tried to get the ball to Nyan Taylor, who's maybe the fastest, certainly one of the fastest, and he could not get to it. So there's 16 seconds remaining, equal to Ryan Leaf's number. Lloyd Carr has been to the well too many times. You ain't going to fool him. The game ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, well, right now it's about time to spread your 4 receivers and send your receivers straight up the field and hit them on a seam route.
Yep. Somebody will have to break a tackle to get a big play out. They got 3 of them over there at the top of the picture. That's where he's looking, and there it goes. And it is interference. No. Intercepted? Yes. Woodson did Taylor catch it?
No, he caught it.
Did he really?
He pushed the man away from him,
I
but
thought
he
there
caught
was
it.
interference, and they ruled it a catch. Nyan Taylor makes the catch.
Pushed the man out of the way to get there, but well, they got half the football field on this one throw.
Watch this.
Watch Taylor right here.
That's interference.
Just shoves a man out of the way.
And it's ruled a catch. And McKenzie
had
is
his
the man
flag
hurt.
out. official pulled his flag out but
Yeah.
didn't throw it.
I saw him reach in his pocket. That's why I thought there was going to be interference call. But he put it back.
Yeah.
And I think it's McKenzie who's shaking up and down over there on the sideline. I don't know who it is. But it's a Cougar, and there's timeout for it. It could be, if it's number 2, it'd be Jackson. 20.
Well, Keith, right now with the receiver down, it certainly gives Washington State an opportunity to get a little bit of a rest and a breather for trying to make this last strike in the end zone. But Ryan Leaf is a quarterback you'd like to have. When you're down by 5 points, Keith, he's got the ability to get the ball on the line from where he is now into the end zone to a receiver. And all it takes is one play, just like the last one.
That was Nyan Taylor that was hurt on the play, the man who made the catch.
Well, you got to do the same thing. You got to throw it in. You may get 2 chances if you throw it quickly.
9 seconds. Penalty flag across the way. They get Leaf. It's Steele, but there's a flag. The game may rest right here on this call.
We had a dead ball foul before the ball was snapped. It'd be a 5-yard penalty. Replay the down. We need 8 seconds on the clock.
He says 8. I think there were 9, and all of the Cougar fans are saying, hey, we want 1 more second. There were 9 seconds up there.
Yeah, 9 seconds on the clock, definitely. So the penalty is against Washington State. Somebody moved. Fatigue, very much a part of this whole thing now. Could be 9. Back judge keeps time too.
Well, for all you Michigan fans, you go back to the Hail Mary that beat you a couple of years ago against Colorado.
Oh, yes. They've lived through moments like this
But
before.
that-
And they're going to look at another one.
That wasn't for a national championship.
Nope. And 9 seconds back on the clock now. That's correct. But in the process, Washington State lost 5 yards. Or movement before the snap. Pass. Lateral. Down to this 26-yard line. Whiten and Love Jefferson, and there's 2 seconds remaining. The clock stops to move the chain. You better be ready to go when the chains are put down.
Hook and lateral.
You got 1 play left. He's under center, spikes it. Clock shows time has run out.
What does the referee say?
I'm waiting.
I think it's over, Keith. The referee's leaving the field.
Yep, the officials are all leaving. Man in the white hat is headed to the tunnel. The football game is over. Michigan wins 21-16. An opportunity to claim their first undisputed national championship in a half-century. What a year for both these teams. And these are 2 teams. That's Glenn Steele on the right in the blue and Ryan Leaf hugging each other because they both know they both spent everything they had today. It's a great college football game to watch. The trophy presentation is coming up. The MVP in today's ball game. You want to know who it is? I'm standing alongside his proud daddy, quarterback Brian Griese of Michigan. What a year he's had. Changed his whole life.
You got lost, me.
I don't blame you. You want to cry, you go ahead. jump. That's Shea, Gracie. You guys got me crying. Well, there's a lot here. A lot of good stuff right there. Earned everything he got, too. So did he, the man in the white shirt. The man who asked him to come on back and help us one more year. And that man right there, Woodson, and Steele, and William, and Remus. And Lloyd Carr is now fully acclaimed as a football coach. Here's Vince Warner.
Thank you very much, Keith. We're on the field with the president, Gary Dorn, of the Tournament of Roses Parade. He is going to make the trophy presentation.
Coach, on behalf of the Tournament of Roses Association, we want to award you the championship trophy, which is right here.
Want me to help you? Are we going to pick it up?
Yeah.
Will I say anything? I don't have to.
Now, Coach, we know this is heavy. We'll set it down. I think certainly you deserve the opportunity, Lloyd, to express what this victory means to you.
Well, Len, 50 years ago, the University of Michigan won the national championship in this stadium, and this is a dream. It's been a wonderful season. I want to thank our players, our coaches, the great Michigan fans. We're just happy to beat a great Washington State team. It went right down to the wire, just like we thought it would. But we got something to celebrate now.
You've got a lot to celebrate. We're going to make another presentation. The man behind you, your quarterback, number 14, Brian Griese. Brian, step forward. Congratulations to you, MVP of the Rose Bowl game.
I got a question.
Lloyd, you have a question.
Did his old man ever win this trophy? He did?
I knew that was coming.
No, but he kicked 2 extra points to win a game here.
Well, like father, like son. Brian, congratulations.
It's an unbelievable feeling. I'm happy for this team, for these fans, for our university. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Brian, this is a long journey for you. You were a walk-on at the University of Michigan. You had a decision to make. You came back for a 5th year. Need I say it's worth it?
I couldn't have dreamed any better ending to my career here. I just feel so humble to be up here with all my players and for the fans. I'm just glad I came back and I could contribute.
In the course of this ball game, it seemed like they were challenging you to throw the ball deep against their defense. Your receivers came through for you, an outstanding performance.
They did. Every guy on that offense was called out. And our defense was playing a great game, and when it was up to us to win the game, our offensive line, Ty Streets, Russell Shaw, those guys did an unbelievable job.
Now, I'm going to ask Charles Woodson to come forward here. He's standing in the background.
Let me hear the Michigan fans, baby.
Not yet. Not yet. You'll hear it soon enough. A remarkable performance. One of the things that marks this season is that you played your best in the big ball games. You gave another great performance.
Well, I take pride in that, trying to come out. It was the last game of the season. We had a chance for it all. And it just wasn't me out there today. It was a whole bunch of guys, a whole Michigan Wolverine team, and all the fans that made it down here to Pasadena. We did it, baby. We did it.
All right,
we did
before we go, Charles, I got to ask you, I'd be remiss if I didn't. There are 9 players or 10 players on the Michigan defense who have eligibility to come back and play. Charles Woodson is one of them. You may not have made your decision, but I'm going to ask you now, will you be back or was this your last game for the Maize and Blue?
Right now, I'm not going to reveal that to you right now, Mr. Swine, but I will let you know in the next week.
In the next week?
In the next week.
Congratulations. Let's go back upstairs to Keith Jackson.
Thanks a lot.
Bob Griese, your final thoughts.
Well, Michigan has had a great year, Keith. It's been a magical year for Michigan and for Brian. Washington State, they've had a great year. It was an under 67 years. That's the last time they were in the Rose Bowl. You know, speaking of Brian, I am very proud of him. It's been outstanding, and I'm just very happy for him.
It's the first time in Michigan's history they finished 12-0, and I want to take one moment to read you something from a letter from an old friend of mine. It says, "The blue in our victory ribbons may fade, trophies may become tarnished, the gleam of our medals lose luster, but the emotional experiences of joy and elation, heartaches and disappointments can never be shared by others." That was written by Fritz Kreisler, coach of the Mad Magicians that won that national championship at Michigan a half-century ago. And now Lloyd Carr has done it. Your final score, Michigan 21, Washington State 16. Coming up next, another great football game in the Nokia Sugar Bowl between Florida State and Ohio State. We hope you enjoyed the 84th playing of the Rose Bowl. Keith Jackson, Bob Griese, Lynn Swann, good night.
Here, Jackson,